Hey everybody, it's Michaela from Hooked in a Flash. You can find me at Hooked in a Flash Crochet on Facebook and Hooked in a Flash on Etsy and Instagram. Today I have a super special guest. This is Cortnie. Hi, Courtney.
Hello.
And you don't have anywhere?
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, but it is coming. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see.
It's kind of the rough plan.
She is going to be my super special guest every once in a while. If she wants to. If she doesn't, that's okay. And I did want to, before I go anywhere else, I'm wearing my wonky sweater. I got it blocked. It goes on. I may take this up a little bit because it does fit, but because this is a little tighter, it pulls up after a while, and I don't know. I might not, though. Who knows?
Although naming it the wonky sweater, I feel like is deceptive. I feel like I'm expecting something way wonkier than what you're wearing.
That's appreciative. It's wonky for me.
I have far wonkier sweaters I've made.
I'm pretty sure that well, I haven't made very many sweaters, though.
No, that's true.
This is my 4th sweater. Just my kids, and then I made that crochet sweater.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is my first color work sweater.
And a circular yoke.
And a circular yoke, yes. And no pattern.
Yes, that you made up as you did it.
Yeah.
So all in all, pretty impressive.
Thank you. Did you want to go? She has some finished stuff she brought along and some working on stuff. Did you want to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
So one of my finished things are my fingerless gloves. They are called lambing mitts, and it's a free pattern on Ravelry. I do not remember who made them, but I made them I think maybe 2 years ago now, and I wear them all the time. They're a little bedraggled because I just keep them in my purse constantly, and they're fantastic because they fold down so you have access to your fingers, or you can roll them up and keep more of your hand warm.
I like that a lot. I like that folding.
It's just nice.
Yeah, I love the look of mittens, but not really in practice.
Yeah,
because
I need access to my hands more than that.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and I don't know. I guess I could make normal gloves, but I don't know.
That's a lot of work.
At that point, I would just buy them.
Right,
Unless it's like a super special yarn or something. I don't know.
I made fingerless gloves that had the fingers and they stopped mid-finger.
Yeah.
For Halloween costume for Zeb once because he was Ash Ketchum.
Ah, yeah.
So he needed the gloves. Those were such a pain in the butt to not have little gaps in between the fingers.
Yeah.
That you had to weave in.
Yeah, I would have a problem with that for sure.
Yeah, no. Mittens are good. And fingerless mitts are good. As long as you're not dividing the fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Because that sucks.
Yeah, I like those a lot. And I have kind of short hands too, so I think that at that point I only have this much left if you fold it up.
Yeah, I have really short hands as well, so I made them a little smaller. Yeah. And then when you fold it down, it's just a normal fingerless
Just
glove.
perfect, yeah. And that would give you extra warmth anyways, so
yeah.
That's nice. I like it.
Although downside, my hands are so small that when it's doubled and I'm trying to drive, my hand feels cramped from trying to hold the steering wheel and the extra yarn.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So I always have to fold it over so I don't have too much fabric.
I didn't think about that. That's true. Maybe if you use, because that looks like a fairly bulky.
It is. I doubled up the yarn.
Yeah.
I did a sport weight yarn and then added in a fingering weight yarn just because I wanted color in it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thanks.
What is that? Marled? Is that called marled? Mm-hmm. It's pretty.
Thank you. It turned out really good, and they have withstood the test of time because they are abused a lot. Just at the bottom of my purse all year long.
Why not?
My other one is a dice bag.
I love that.
Oh, right now it's being used as a game component bag?
Ah, okay. That's anything bag, really.
Yes. So Zeb's doing D&D now,
Mm-hmm.
and he's really excited. He's got his first dice set, so he's asked that I make him a dice bag. I had to pull this back out because I was like, all right, I have to look how I did that. Because I don't even remember how I made it now.
I love that.
But this one was for Zeb, or for Joe, so I have to remake. I remember that I did like a size, like US 3 maybe?
Mm-hmm.
And then worsted weight yarn because I really wanted it to be tight because I didn't want things slipping through.
Falling through, yeah, for sure.
But that's all I really remember about making it, was being like, I really need small needles with this normal yarn.
It looks really good. Yeah, I love it.
Thanks.
I really like this part. I don't know how do you do that? Do you just leave a thing open, or do you just run this through?
I just ran it through.
Oh, I like that.
I just did regular ribbing and then made an I-cord.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure I hooked like a safety pin onto the end of one of the I-cords so I could drag it through.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, okay.
And it worked really well.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Because I was a little concerned that I was going to have to like fold it over and sew it and make like a whole...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how... Because I was trying to figure out how to make a drawstring project bag a while back. Just because I'm weird. And I was trying to think of how you could run it. And my idea was to run a small strip on the inside or on the outside, whatever, to run it through that. But that makes way more sense and it's a lot easier than...
Yeah, and the ribbing just kind of lends itself to being able to...
Yeah, go back and forth like that. Yeah.
So it worked out really well. I was happy with the way
good.
It turned out.
Yeah, very nice. So as a side note, if you guys can hear my dogs, they're not dying, I promise. They love Cortnie so much, and they're very upset that they're not allowed to be around her right now.
I'm pretty
I'm sorry. They are actually like, I don't know, more than 100 feet away, and you can still hear them screaming, bloody murder. So I'm sorry.
They're sweet.
They're very sweet. They love you.
They
so
really like
much.
to demand attention.
Ah.
Let's see. Oh, go.
Mm-hmm.
And I still haven't woven in the ends. Not because I don't wear it. I do. I wear it with the ends not woven in. I just really don't want to weave in the ends. And it's the Hitchhiker.
Oh, okay. This is the one we were talking about the other day.
Yes, and I got this yarn at Cannon Beach. There's a yarn shop there that's absolutely amazing. And I only got one skein, which was a huge mistake.
While we go across. Oh my gosh, I love the transitions from this.
And I can't remember the name of the yarn.
Wow, that's beautiful.
But I wound up having to order it from the yarn shop to get another one to finish it.
Uh-huh.
But I really, really like it. And I love the way it turned out. I just really need to weave in the end.
You're so close.
So close.
So close. This is nice yarn. It's so soft.
It is. And I really love the colors. It's just really, really pretty.
I like it a lot. Is this called a picket edging?
I think so. It's the Hitchhiker pattern.
Mm. I'm going to have to pull that up sometime. This is the one that we were talking about a while back. So that you didn't have to cast on so many rows, right?
Yes, and you were talking about being unsure if you liked asymmetrical.
That's right. Yeah.
Scarves,
Yeah.
And this one is definitely asymmetrical.
It is, but I don't know. It seems like it would. How do you wear it? I don't know. Like I have a hard time with it.
Wrap it
I
about
love
you.
this one that you're wearing too.
Oh, thank you.
I love the sparkle.
That one was actually...
Are those beads?
Yeah!
It's not even... You guys, there are beads in here!
Yeah, so this was a swap gift.
Can you see?
She gave me the yarn and a pattern to use the amount of yarn given. And it's a silk yarn with glass beads already strung in it.
Oh, how fun is that?
I know.
Don't even have to do anything.
Yeah, I was really happy with it. So it's like the beads are on a thread that's then spun into the yarn.
I like that a lot. That's cool. I'm going to have to look that up. I need some sparkle in my life.
Yeah, I really liked it. And I know there's ways to knit beads in.
Yeah, I've looked at it a couple times and I decided I'm not ready for that.
My mom likes to do that sometimes.
I could see that with your mom.
But yeah, I don't know if I wear it right, but I just kind of like take one end, like the shorter end, so I know it's for sure over my shoulder and I'm not going to lose that bit. and then you just kind of have a little extra. Or if I'm being annoyed by it, I kind of loop them together and tuck it into itself.
Okay. I like
So
that
it's
picket NJ. That looks good.
Then you can take the bigger portion.
Oh, okay, so it's like not even showing. It's almost like a cowl at that point.
Exactly.
I like that. That looks cute.
So that's what I do so I don't lose the ends. Because
that's a good idea.
Otherwise, as I'm doing things, this gets over your shoulder,
Right.
and then pretty soon it's just dangling on you.
Right. That's what I was worried about with the shorter side. You know, maybe it would flop off or something. Then I'd have an issue with, I don't know.
Yeah, or I kind of take, like, and make sure that the widest part is over a shoulder.
Okay.
So you've got more of the short to come around.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. It's cute. I like it.
Thanks. I thought it turned out really pretty. I really liked that yarn. I wish I could remember what it was called.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm excited about this next thing, guys. It's so pretty.
This is a blanket I made for my youngest, Tesla, who likes Ravenclaw.
I need to try this sometime. I keep trying these blankets to start these blankets that are like way too big, and I just gas out on them. You know what I mean?
I love this one because you do eventually get to the point where you're in large chunks of it.
Sure.
Like, once you're at the edging, I mean, your rectangles are really big. But the pattern itself, I think it's from a pattern book I have called Fairy Tale Knits.
Okay.
And it's like the Enchanted Forest blanket, I want to call it. And it's just a knit stitch. And you start off with the blue rectangle here.
Mm-hmm.
Just knit until you have 30 edges. Cast off completely, and then pick up stitches on the side. And every time you finish a rectangle, cast off, pick up stitches.
So, and then you go across. Oh, you went across both of
So then I went up here and did the blue.
Oh, okay. There are these, and then down this way, and then this way. I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
So, I mean, it turns out really, really pretty.
I like that a lot.
In fact, this is the pattern that I'm having Ripley knit.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's just a knit stitch.
Yeah, why not?
And I'll cast off for her, and I'll pick up the stitches for her, but she's already onto her second rectangle.
Amazing.
She's
Good
really
job.
excited about it.
That's really cool. I have gotten Delilah to sit down long enough for finger knitting. That's about all she wants to do. Kitties. And now the cats are going at it.
It's a day. It's a Monday.
Yes, it's definitely a Monday.
But you can tell she's used it, and then she leaves it on the ground. And
Yeah.
my dog likes to lay on it too, and so I've got all these pulled
Of course.
that I'm like, okay, I need to pull this aside and actually fix that before it becomes a massive problem.
Yeah. That's one thing that I do have an issue with, making blankets and stuff for my daughter, because she's really big on having the dogs on top of her and stuff. And they love digging in.
Oh, yeah.
They're all dachshund mixes, so they love to burrow, and they're always doing that. So I feel like if I got knit stuff, I would have a lot of that going on in my life.
I don't ever have that problem when the kids are actually using it.
Mhm.
It's when they leave it on the ground, and then my dog or my cats will come and be like, awesome, thank you for this hand-knitted bed. I really needed this in my life.
Just like your poor little Totoro Betty. Oh,
Yeah.
It's the sweetest thing, you guys. She made this huge, is it a beanbag or a pillow?
It's just supposed to be a giant stuffy.
It's, okay, so it's a giant stuffy, but it's the size of like a small beanbag. Like, I'm pretty sure a small child could sit on it and be comfortable.
It's the size of like a bed pillow.
Yeah, it's huge, and it's really cute. It's Totoro, which is a Studio Ghibli, right?
Mm-hmm.
Movie, and it's so cute. And her dog just carries it around, pulls it around all over the place,
and it's bigger than him. And
he loves it.
It's his bed. He absolutely adores it. If you kick it out of the living room, he will drag it back into the living room. Really, where if you're there long enough and he decides he needs a bed, he'll take it to you.
It's the cutest thing in the whole world. Like, I don't think that anyone will love knit items as much as that pug loves that.
It's true. I'm kind of okay with it being a dog bed just in how much he loves it.
It's true. It's worth it.
It means a lot to him.
I'll go through my finished stuff and then we'll look at worked on products.
Absolutely.
I have not done a lot of finishing very much because I've just been, I don't know, I've been all over the place. I haven't been able to finish really too much of anything. And I start something and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll make this set. And I'm like, nah, that's okay. And I have like this huge Christmas list that I need to get done because I'm making my whole family and close friends stuff for Christmas. And I started on it and I was so gung-ho. I started it in like June.
Yeah,
I think, because I was like, I'm getting it all done. I'm not going to have problems. And I've just kind of...
You started it so organized.
I did. Like, it was so organized. I bought all my yarn for it.
Really inspirational, honestly.
Thank you.
As like making gifts, I'm like, damn, that's how you need to do it.
Yeah. Yep. And now I feel like I'm going to be struggling in December to finish everything. I'd still be fine if I would just actually sit down and do it.
But I feel like you do it better than I do because I hit November and I'm like, I totally have enough time to make things for 6 people. I can do this.
And you don't pick small projects either.
Never. I never pick small projects.
You're like, king size comforter? Heck yes, I will.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, I could do that.
I love it. I love your enthusiasm.
It does tend to bite me though.
Yeah, I could see that. It would bite me too. That's why I try to do small. I've wrote down small projects for the most part for most of my people. Although the ones that I did earlier in the year were larger. Those people I care about more.
I think that's thoughtful, though. Like, you've inspired me. I'm like, I need to make some people on my Christmas list a shawl.
Yeah.
And I know already that I'm going to be like, this is going to be so easy. I'm going to knock it out so fast. And then you're going to get to that halfway point where it's like an hour to do 2 rows. You're like, this is never going to be done.
I'm there right now with my outlandish shawl. I know the only thing right now that's keeping me going on it is I know that the person that's going to take it, Naomi, hi Naomi, is going to love it. She's going to appreciate it and wear it all the time. And that makes me like the only reason why I want to keep going with it. Because it just gets so big. And it's a larger shawl anyways.
It is.
So, you know, because it's supposed to wrap around the body and everything like that. So it's just so... But I keep telling myself I only have 2 dark spots and 2 light colored spots, and then I'm done. No big deal. It's like not even, it's like this thick. Come on, I could do that.
I feel like I want a shawl that starts out big and then you work to small.
We should figure that out. That's a great idea.
Because then by the time you're ready to be done, you're like 5 stitches a row.
That's true. Like, why couldn't you just measure it out and then cast on that amount of stitches and then just decrease each row down?
Instead of increasing.
Yeah.
Because increasing is what gets you.
That's true. Let's do that. Screw this increasing stuff. We're done with that. Anyways, tangent. I forgot my other thing. That's okay. I made another scrubby. I didn't bring it in because I've already showed you guys. And then I'm making some face washcloths.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, these actually, it's just cotton. This is Super Saver Scrubby Softy or something like that. I'm just making a bunch of them to put in as a set. I'm going to make, I think, 2 or 3 of these, and then I'm going to make a loofah and make that as a set for a gift.
That would be cool.
But they're really nice, and it's super easy. I mean, it's just increase around until you have 36 or whatever, run a row, and then decrease down the other side.
No, this is crocheted.
This is crocheted, yep, crochet, because I'm faster at crocheting. And I applaud you for using DPNs. You are amazing with them. You make it, like, irritatingly nice.
Well, thank
You have no gaps or anything. It's not my jam. So if I did this, it would have to be a magic loop situation. And I could do that, but I feel like it would take like 10 times as long.
Okay, I get that.
So, crochet.
And it seems easier to shape in crochet than knit.
I have a way easier time, shaping.
Like controlling the shape of what you're doing.
Yeah, I agree with that one. And crochet doesn't stretch as much, in my experience anyways, as knitting. Knitting stretches way more. So I feel like doing stuff like this where I want it to retain its shape snugly, crochet is better. Like, because this is cotton, and we all know that cotton stretches out. So I've had a knitted cotton dishcloth and a crocheted cotton dishcloth, and the crocheted one keeps its shape a lot better than the knitted one. The knitted one grows and kind of stretches, which is fine. It doesn't bother me, but whatever. The next one was my friend Christina is into planned pooling, and she was asking me questions about it, and I've done it like a long, long time ago. And so I was like, well, let me help you. And then I was thinking, I don't remember this at all. So I had to go and buy some pooling yarn. And you don't need pooling yarn, but you can use any variegated yarn that has consistent color swaps. But I went and got pooling yarn because it's easier. We know that it's the same size, and I could do it easily, and then I could help her if she needed it. So I just made this little swatch. It's out of Red Heart Super Saver Planned Pooling in Hot.
It looks so pretty.
I was thinking I was going to make a scarf with it. And then I decided I don't know anybody that really needs this huge, thick scarf. Like, that's so thick.
But it's so pretty.
That's the only way you could get the repeat, though, is to make it that thick.
But who doesn't need a scarf like that? Because it's amazing.
It is pretty. I like it a lot. And I think that if I, spread it, it would make a wonderful, blanket.
Or it could be like a table runner.
Oh, a table. Yes. In fact, I think that Christina made hers into a table runner. She ran a whole skein of it and made it into a table runner. It looks nice. She has a blue one.
I like the idea of table runners.
I do too. The idea of it.
Yeah. I feel like my family would just destroy it.
Yeah. Or the cats.
Yeah.
The cats would
love
love
my
it.
table.
Yep. They would love a table runner.
They would be so excited.
You might as well just put a cat bed up there at that point.
Yeah. Struggle's real.
I'm so sorry about the dogs, guys. He's not dying, I promise.
Really hope
He's just in a different room. Yeah, I really hope that it's just loud to us and you guys can't hear him screaming. He doesn't bark. He just screams. This is going to be a hot pad. It's too thin for a pot holder. It's going to be a hot pad. And then I decided I would just make some actual hot pads. This is crochet. It's double thick. I'm going to make I got the red, I'm going to make a black, and then I'm going to make 2 white and gray marled pot scrubbers.
That's really cute.
To go with it, and it'll be a set. Hooray.
That'll
go to someone. I don't know who.
I like that idea, though. I
But
like
it's going
your
in my
set
present.
thing you're doing.
Yeah.
Cute.
My friends, I actually got the idea from my friend Anita. She crochets. In fact, the face wash cloths that I have are from her, that I'm using right now. She just makes these sets all the time, and I was thinking that's a great idea to make some for presents and stuff.
Yeah.
If you guys don't want to make them and you want to buy them, she totally sells them, so you can check her out. Because she does really good work. I literally like Anita. Hi, Anita, in case you check and watch this. My last one is this dishcloth. Boink. This is the Wallace pattern. It's a free pattern by Ross from Smells Like Yarn. I love Ross. I tell everybody about Ross. But it's a really good pattern, easy. It's a free pattern. I cast on another one this morning in bright green because weirdly.
Does that mean bright green?
Right. Well, it's his favorite color. And for some I was like, I need this in a Ross color. I made it in the blue. But he needs a bright that he's never gonna see and it's in my house. He's not getting this, but I decided he needed it in spirit at my house, I guess.
But it's
I don't
themed
know.
then.
It's definitely themed, yes. So, if you wanted to get that pattern, it's free, and it's at smellslikeyarn.com. And that's Ross. He has a YouTube channel as well. That's all I've completed.
I love how you're like, I haven't finished anything.
Yeah, but I mean, but look how tight they're, like, tiny. Like, this took me 20 minutes. This took me an hour. This was an hour. This took longer because I couldn't remember, but after I remembered, it was like, you know, an hour or two. So, I mean,
I had to find finished things because I haven't finished things in so long.
You had a lot going on, though, so you're good. You do way more than me in a day.
Big projects don't lend themselves to fast finishing.
No, they don't, and it drives me insane because I'm used to crocheting and getting my toys done and out super fast and everything, and then you've got me on to, like, knitting these huge things.
Yeah.
And I love them, and I'm so excited, but I'm like,
keeps your legs warm in winter.
I'm not getting this huge. That's true. But I started it all in the summer. Now I'm appreciating it because it's like, it was 58 degrees in my house this morning.
It was a cold this morning.
Really
the cold has come quickly.
Yes, very quickly. I mean, I like it. I like it cold. I just wasn't expecting it so fast.
Me either. I had gotten into this lull of like 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't need to worry about heat. It's comfortable in the house all the time.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, my house feels like a fridge.
Yeah.
I should do something about that.
Maybe we should check on that. My bedroom's the only one that has carpeting too, so it's like, I feel like it's extra cold in my house. It's probably just me, but I don't know.
This weekend I actually got the kotatsu hooked up with the blanket and plugged in and on.
That's exciting. I want to. I've never actually sat it. I just want to come over and sit in it.
It's amazing. It makes you want to take a nap.
I could see that. Yeah.
So if you don't know, kotatsu is a low, like coffee table type height table that you sit under, and it has a heater under it, so it heats your legs, and you put a blanket over that, and then you put another tabletop on top of it, so the blanket is like sandwiched. And so it keeps the heat in on your legs. And it's so warm and amazing.
That's the best.
It really is. It's my favorite.
I would always be there. Yeah, I would have like my feet under it and just knit all day.
Well, it helps the kids because our heater is old and it takes forever to really get its legs in the morning. So in the morning, the kids can get dressed, do their thing, and be under the kotatsu having their breakfast, nice and toasty warm. It's nice.
That is, yeah. I have to come over and try it. I just want to stick. Let me stick my feet under your table, please.
I like to have pillows because then I'm not just sitting on a hard floor.
Sure.
I have a pillow. And every once in a while, if you have free time, being able to stretch out underneath it with a pillow is the perfect napping place ever.
That'd be amazing, coming over and, oh, sorry.
I just took a nap at my friend's house.
No, yeah. She was supposed to visit with me, but she's napping. Can you be quiet?
It's amazing. It's the best part about winter.
That sounds good, yeah. I kind of feel like I need one of those now. Now, did you guys make that?
Joe made the table, and then we imported the heater from Japan. Because it's really nice. It has this, like, fuzzy, not fuzzy cover to it. Okay. So if you touch it, you're not going to burn yourself on it.
Nice, okay.
Which is really, really nice. So if your feet bump it while you're moving, you're fine.
No big deal. Nice. I like that. I was wondering about that. I haven't looked underneath your coffee table.
And you can buy, like, the whole table, like kotatsu pre-made and everything, but we have a family of 5.
Yeah.
And they're normally, like, square. And so we wanted enough room for everyone to be at it, so we made a rectangle.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I say we. I lacquered it. That was my contribution.
That's a good contribution. That's nice.
But Joe actually built it.
I like to add my name when Harley does that too.
I'm like, I touched it while it was in the process of being built. That's us.
I was totally there for moral support. That's like 9% of it.
Yeah. And to be fair, it was my idea.
True. So
that totally counts.
Mm-hmm. I do. Yep, I would count that. What are you working on?
I am working on my version of her sweater. In fact, she gave me the pattern even.
Look how cute!
Not sure if anyone's seeing a theme in the things I like to knit, but this is Totoro from Studio Ghibli. And then on the bottom of it, I did the soot sprites.
Boop. They're too
with their
cute.
candies. And I'm currently now, I was having this where I was just avoiding finishing it. But I'm finally working on doing the sleeves. So I can block it and then wear it. Even though I hate blocking. But I will for this because I like it.
You know what I did on mine? And I'm sure that this is the wrong way to block, but it's the way I did it because I'm lazy. Is my one room is my bedroom that has carpet in it. And I just put a towel on the I got this wet. I squished out all of the extra water. And then I put a towel down on my carpet and just stretched it and pinned the crap out of it everywhere.
You know, I've never blocked. My mom has blocked, and I've given her things where I'm like, would you block this, please? And she did, which was really nice of her. But from watching other people do it, that sounds right.
Is it?
Sounds right.
Look at me go.
Yeah, you get it wet and you pin it in the shape you want it.
Yeah, that's yeah, and it worked really well. I feel like it gave me an extra at least inch or two, I think. Because this thing was tight putting it on. The rest of it fits so nice. I just got so tight on my color work. I wish I would have went up a size or two.
It's I feel like it's almost impossible not to
get
tighter in your color work because you run the risk of then having these gaps when you twist them where you'll see the thread being carried behind.
Right.
So it's a fine balance of, is this tight enough to not have that gap, but loose enough not to pucker?
And I did get some puckering in between here, which did improve after the blocking.
You can't see it much now that it's been blocked.
Yeah, it has improved after the blocking.
But yeah, I am also working on a rectangle that I may turn into a shrug, which I did not bring.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not really sure what that's going to do eventually. I was pouting with all of my projects and just decided to cast on like 100 stitches and see where it took me.
I do that. I mean, I don't cast on that many stitches. That's
well, because I'm against small projects.
Apparently. I noticed.
I didn't know that about myself.
You are. You can't just make she can't just make like a hat for someone. She's like, I gotta make you a hat that includes a cloak.
Right.
Or
although
that reaches the floor.
Funny enough, I will be doing a hat. Because it's Joe and I's anniversary, and every year for our anniversary, I make him a hat.
Oh, do you have a plan for what kind of hat? Or
I normally do the Harry Potter Charmed Knits house hat. Like just the beanie. And he normally gets Slytherin colors. Although last year I did the Beavers black and orange colors.
Switch it up a bit.
Yeah.
This is a side thing, but she made this for my son, this little hat. He loves it. He wears it all the time.
That is honestly my go-to baby shower gift.
Yeah, I would do that too. Yeah, it's really nice.
It's so crazy cute on newborn babies.
Sorry, I was trying to find the house hat, but I'm having a hard time with it.
It's right there.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, I do the thin striped instead of the thick stripe.
Boop. So she does this one up here.
Yeah. Every year.
Very
because nice. Our honeymoon, I made him a hat when we were on our honeymoon. And it just became a tradition that every anniversary he gets a new hat because 80% of the time he loses the one I made last year.
What a jerk.
They just disappear.
What is wrong with this guy?
I don't even know how they disappear. You'd think, because this is 12, this is our 12th anniversary, you'd think we have 12 hand-knit hats. No. I'm pretty sure he's got 2.
Wow.
And we'll soon have a 3rd. Which means one of the 2 that he has now is going to have to be lost soon.
It's going to have to go.
Because we don't have more than 2
right.
at a time.
Well, that's nice of him.
Yeah.
He just likes to put the spotlight on the one you've created.
Exactly. That's the one he'll wear, and then he has the backup.
Are you going to make mittens or anything this year for him? Oh, no, you found the Cthulhu.
He found
ones.
He found the Cthulhu ones. Because I'm not reknitting those.
That's a lot. She made these. Are they in a book?
Yeah, they are in Nerdy Knits. Or Geek Knits.
They are in Geek Knits. I have the book because she bought it for me. She got me both of these. I love them. I haven't actually made anything from them yet.
You've taken inspiration.
But I've taken a lot of inspiration.
I'm a little surprised you haven't done the dice pillows.
I actually, yes, this is actually one of my ideas for. I'll show you the dice pillows. It's one of my ideas for a Christmas gift.
They are a really big project, but they're so cute.
They are really cute, and I think that the person that I'd be making it for would appreciate it. I'm just not sure if I want to take on that big of a project. I think it's towards the. This is the one that I started and didn't gauge. This is why you guys should gauge. This sweater is the first one that I was gonna do because it's just garter stitch. It's worked in pieces. I thought it would be a great first big project for me. Remember?
Yeah.
I didn't gauge, and it ended up being a huge baby blanket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why you should gauge, guys.
I never gauge. Just full disclosure, I have never once in my life knit a gauge or a swatch or any of that.
Oh, here it is. I have, I kind of make the beginning of it and then see if it's good, and then I take it out if it's not. Because I don't like wasting yarn. And I feel like if I make that gauge swatch, like, I don't know.
That's pretty good to plan, though.
This is what she made. And, look, that's a lot of color work.
And it's made with sock weight yarn. And it was a lot of knitting, and it was a lot of color work. And then for a while, he was like, I lost those. And I was like, I am not remaking that.
No thanks.
Yep, you can have one color. And it will be worsted weight.
And it'll be worsted weight, yeah. I want to make some mittens out of the Arne and Carlos sock yarn that I've got.
That'd be really pretty.
I think so. I'm going to make it for me. I mean, no one else is going to, because that's sock weight yarn.
Yeah.
But, although I'm weird, because I'll make socks for everyone. I've made socks for my family.
But it's less shaping, I feel like.
That's true.
Because you have the heel turn and the decrease for the toe, and that's it.
That's true.
Increase for the thumb,
and
do the stitches pick up once you're done with the main portion of the hand for the thumb. Just seems like more.
It's true. And although I feel like, I think that I skip out on those a lot because of the DPNs before. I hate DPNs. I'm not good at them. I wish I was so I could say that I was good with them, but I'm not. But Magic Loop is amazing. So.
I cannot wrap my head around Magic Loop, and I love double points.
Magic Loop is so much easier for me. And you know what? I was watching a video. Her and her mom did some videos a long time ago, and I was watching them, and you're doing Magic Loop 2 at a time socks in that video.
Me or her?
No, you are. You're doing it. Yes. And I was good. I was like, what is she doing? She said she hasn't even done this. Look at her go.
I don't remember that.
And you're just
I need to rewatch
away.
those then,
You
because I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. It's like episode 3 or something.
What socks was I making? I don't normally like making socks 2 at a time.
You were, yeah. I was really.
I hate that. I'm like one at a time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I have to rewatch it because I want to know who had those socks because they weren't for me.
I don't know. They're a dark color. That's all I can remember.
I have one pair of socks I've made.
And they're beautiful socks. I really like that a lot. I like that a lot.
I don't know. Can I call it my first pair of socks? Because I did the one sock. It was my first sock. And then I started the second sock and I put them away for like 3 years. And I knit 2 pairs of socks in the interim.
I would call it a first pair. I mean, the first one was done. It's like a first half.
So it took me like 3 to 4 years to do my first pair of socks.
What's really impressive though is her gauge is exactly the same on both. It's really nice and impressive.
I was so tight on those socks too. Mm-hmm. I had not learned to loosen up yet. really had to hold to make sure your stitches weren't going anywhere.
Don't want them to go anywhere.
It was a lot of stress in that.
They're very stressful socks.
Yes.
They're comfortable, but they've got issues. Okay?
Yeah. Most of my knit things at the time, those stitches had a lot of stress in them.
You want to go on, I guess since you started working on projects, I'll go on my working on projects. Here is the Outlander shawl. It's so big. Oh, I can't show you because it's all bunched up. But I have worked, I think I was like a finger length. I really need to remember to put stitch markers on here for you guys. Sorry. One of these days I'll remember. I remembered for my socks.
Oh, that's good.
50%.
To show how much you
accomplished. Yeah. So I started on my first row of, I'm 3 rows in on my brown. It'll be roughly this much because I'm not going on a pattern.
A shawl.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
I really like this yarn a lot. This Impeccable yarn by Loops and Threads.
Oh gosh, it's so soft.
Right. It's 100% acrylic, and machine washable, dryable, whatever, which is a big thing for me.
It's a must.
If I can't just throw it in with everything, I don't even separate.
It's because it's going to be destroyed.
Right. So if I can't do that, then it's not worth my time. But it's super soft. I know that the person that this is going to, Naomi, would totally take it to a dry cleaner if she needed to. Like, she cares for her stuff. But she doesn't have to. She can just throw it in the wash if she wanted to. She will separate her clothes. I know she will. She takes care of her clothes.
I don't have time for that.
She's good with that. My next one is, since I was talking about my socks, I'm just kind of going to pat myself on the back for just a quick second. I walked 4.23 miles that day. What day was that? Thursday?
Yes.
Thursday. And I made this much in that 4.3 miles.
That's really impressive.
Thank you. I'm super excited. I do not walk very much. I've just started after my kids started in school, so I was proud about that for thing.
That's a long walk.
Yeah. And I found a lake. Did you know that there was a lake up there?
Yeah, that way?
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing. No clue. There's a whole lake by my house. Like literally, what? Well, that's like halfway
So
from
like 2
when I was
miles away?
going. So 2 miles away. Whole lake. Beautiful. Didn't know.
Very pretty.
Yeah. Didn't know. Not a clue. That's how much. Okay. Sorry about that. I am so bad at my phone today. Apparently it doesn't want to work. My next thing that I have started, it's again with this Impeccable. I told you guys a while back I bought 2 of these because they were on sale for like $8. How do you pass this up? It's like almost 1,800 yards.
And it's so soft.
It's really
surprisingly soft.
Yeah, it really is. I am making. I was on not Facebook, Pinterest, which I really should not be unless I finish projects because it is the worst for me.
I get that.
And
that's a true statement. Me too.
It's so bad. Because I think that's how I've started like 80% of my projects. Because I'm like, ooh, Pinterest. And I don't even look at how to actually make it. I just look at the picture. I'm like, got it. Let's go.
I know you have such like this, like, I could make that.
Yeah.
Like, I want that outlook in life.
Well, you don't get a lot of products when you have that.
I
go shopping and I'm like,
oh,
that's cute. Yeah, I'll make that. I'm not going to make that. I'll even do it with sewing. Do you know how much I sew? Not very often. Not often enough to have that confidence.
I have a huge stack of things waiting to be sewn. And you even got my sewing machine going for me.
And you have a really nice sewing machine.
Thank you. I've got 3 things accomplished since you've fixed it.
Did you make the bed thing? Her nephew has a loft bed, like one of the smaller loft beds, right? With a slide. Yeah. She made curtains for underneath for a play area, right?
Yep. He has a fort underneath his bed.
I like that. I think that's a good
idea. And he needed curtains for it. So I got those done. They were super easy. I didn't do like fancy. I just hemmed all the way around and then did a hole for a curtain rod.
Nice. That's
so
a good
I have
idea.
like 2 just super simple curtains.
That's a good idea. Anyways, on Pinterest, there was a pattern. It's called the Butterbeer Pullover. I don't remember who it's by, but it's the Butterbeer Pullover, and it's a free pattern. I found it on Pinterest. I am not following that pattern because
you're just trying to find the pattern I'm not using.
Yeah, I'm not using it, but it's beautiful. And she uses homespun yarn.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because I have a bunch of it. I don't use it because I don't know what to do with it. You know what I mean?
Now, is this yarn you've spun?
No. It's
or is it a specific kind?
It's a specific kind. It's Lion Brand.
Oh. You know
Homespun.
what? That's the same type I used for Totoro.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
So I've never tried to knit with it. Oh, you know what? I have tried it. I have knit with it. I lied.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I made a infinity scarf with it a while back. Crocheting with this sucks.
It's not much better knitting. It kind of catches on itself a bit.
Yeah. So with her suggestion is to make it make your gauge your needle quite a bit bigger than what it's calling for. And she says that way it works out really nice. I would love a sweater in this if we could figure it out. I only have one of these though, so not gonna happen.
Oh, that's sad because that color even looks butterbeerish.
Mhm. Yeah. I don't know if I could find this. This is let's see the brand on it or the name. I don't think it has a name. There we go. 318 Sierra. Oh, it's not gonna go in, and it's backwards, so I'm not gonna show you. Never mind. Erase. But it's Lion Brand Homespun. She uses this, and it's beautiful. She does it in panels, which is the reason why I didn't want to copy the actual pattern, because I just want to do it all in one go. I guess I don't want to stop sew things together. The other thing too is I have a weird body shape, and I want to try on as I go.
I just don't want to have to stitch it all together when I'm done.
I wouldn't mind especially with crocheting. I don't mind stitching it together. That doesn't bother me. If I make it and I can like measure the panels as I go, it would be fine. But I'm just worried that if I make it and then it's not going to fit me, and I've bought a whole bunch of yarn that doesn't fit, I'm going to be irritated. So, and I can't cut and snip and add with crochet as well as I can knitting. Knitting's way easier to Frankenstein stuff together, guys. Way easier. Trust me.
Love that you
I
have
know.
confidence to do that.
Oh,
I'm like, don't even take pointy things close to my knitting when it's done.
I have cut and Frankenstein crochet together, and it's worked, but you can tell that it's been hooked together. With knitting, it's obviously way more seamless. Any rate, I've started this. Boop. The only thing is I wasn't thinking, and I have this row in the front instead of the back, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to have a big pocket on the front anyways. Do you see?
So cute.
You see my row though?
Yeah, do you know what? It almost gives it like a wrap look.
Thank you.
Because it's like going diagonally.
It is going, yep. Now it's a wrap, look. That's what it is now. So after I get the body done, I'll do the arms. There's a pocket, and there's also a hood.
Nice.
So this will just be a nice open sweater for me. And this yarn is so soft, you guys. It was on clearance, obviously, and so I find a new yarn, guys. Goes in clearance, it's gone forever. I don't think we're gonna get it back. It's not even on the website, anything. I can't find it. So I'm gonna have to go on some weird dark eBay places.
Well, we'll have to look the name, like just Google the name, and maybe somebody else is selling it now.
Maybe, hopefully. It's by Loops and Threads.
It's so soft.
It's so soft. I think it's one of the softest acrylic yarns that I've ever felt. Which is pretty impressive. That's it for stuff I'm working on right now. I picked up some yarn. I know I posted on Instagram, but I picked up the Red Heart pooling. which I don't know what I'm going to do with it now that I've done it. I'm like, hey, I did it. And now I'm done.
Mission accomplished.
Yep. This was on clearance, comfy cotton. Look how pretty that is.
That is very pretty.
It was on clearance for $3.97
Okay.
at Joann's, and I picked this up because I thought it would be really cute as loofahs and stuff. Because I was gonna make some sets, and I mean for $4 I can make several. I mean, quite a bit. So I'm gonna make sets with that. And I just picked up some more Red Heart Super Saver because
those are pretty colors together.
The name on this is Cloud 9, if anybody wants that. It was on clearance. They had a huge yarn clearance at Joann's. That I'm really sad that I didn't pick more stuff up. This one is medium purple. And this one is tea leaf.
Oh, that's a fun name.
Yeah.
I like
this
it
green.
when they have fun names.
Me too.
It just makes me happy.
Yeah. It's really nice. The Red Heart Super Saver has actually gotten quite a bit softer since they switched where they are making it at. I'm trying to find out where they made it. I know that they switched it. This is made in USA of imported fibers, but the last ones I think were made in China. The older ones, and you can definitely feel that it's Red Heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these ones are getting softer. They're not so bad.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
Not
the
awful.
loops one is definitely softer.
Oh, yeah, way softer.
But
yeah.
this is way soft. Way more soft than I was expecting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's Red Heart.
In fact, if you feel... Actually, no, not that one. That's a new one. Where's my old stuff? Like, you can tell because you just feel it. Here. Here's this one. This one here. This is an older one. You can tell the difference.
Yeah, this was what I was expecting.
Yeah. Not so great for clothes and stuff, but wonderful for toys when you're crocheting it.
It feels durable.
It's very durable, yeah. I have toys that I've made my kids when they were like babies, and they dug them through like some stuff, guys. Some stuff. They'll take them in the bath. They'll take them outside in the summer and run through the sprinklers, like mud pies. Like, they're hard on their toys, but I've made my son a set of those little knit or crocheted dinosaurs. Is like 5 of them for every color of the rainbow. And he runs those things through everything. They go, they went in the sandbox, so they get washed like once a month at least.
Sure.
And they look good. They still look really good. They're not all fuzzy and gross. They look nice.
But it's also impressive for your ability to put them together and for them to withstand that.
I feel like it has a lot to do. I mean, I'm a very tight crocheter. So I know that helps, hold it together and stuff like that. But the other thing too is the Red Heart Super Saver yarn it's like plastic. I mean, it is. It's plastic. So, I'm just crocheting plastic together.
It can take a beating.
It can take a beating, yeah. Not so great for clothes, but it can take a beating.
That's why you use it for toys like that.
Yeah. That's good. That's all I have, though. Where I'm hoping to have Miss Cortnie on more often so that we can see her finished products and stuff like that and go on. I like having you.
Date to get things done by.
That's the one thing that I like about the YouTube things.
Motivation.
I actually have to get things done. Speaking of getting things done, last week I said that I would post the little Howling Coyotes pattern. It is written. I just finished it this morning because I'm a procrastinator, and it'll be posted here in about an hour or so. So I took pictures this morning. I ran out and took pictures real quick. They're not the best, but I'm not very good at photography. It's just what I have to do for me. I have to find somebody and pay them to take good pictures because I'm so bad at it.
We'll have to watch tutorials.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Although I've watched a lot and it hasn't improved.
Helped.
Maybe I'll have you watch tutorials.
Okay.
And then I will pay you to take good pictures for me. We'll see. So, all right. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Bye, guys.